Hey guys, what's up? On this video I'll show the first private matches that I did using the new Bionic Predator class against a PC fighting primate and talk about what I think is the best build for it. As you guys can see here, it's pretty much the same one that I used on my first Bionic Predator video. I already expected that this loadout with these weapons and perks would work just as well in private games, to be honest. I think that for me, considering how much I've been playing using the plasma pistol from the trees, as you guys might have seen in my previous videos, and that this class has Stalker, it's a very powerful combination. Stalker is a specialization that increases the damage while your stamina is full, and that is something that is very easy to control while you're mainly attacking from branches, since jumping and moving on them don't cost any stamina, so I'm gonna have this damage boost most of the time during the match. And it stacks with the downrange perk, which is gonna increase the damage from your long range weapons by 10% more. This class works very well for that kind of playstyle. The difference is that unlike with Wolf and Scout, which I use with this playstyle, he cannot stack the damage reduction perks of Impenetrable and High Advantage, which allowed me to stay under fire for long during the combat, since he doesn't have enough perk points for it. So I cannot stay under fire for long. In practice, he has same HP as the default Hunter class, so he can go second win very fast. The best option is to just start attacking the fighting before they can even spot you, and down them very fast to secure a kill. Getting consecutive hits using combos like throwing the Combistick and following by a plasma pistol shot, or doing charged plasma caster shots followed by quick shots are the only ways to do it. Like you cannot stay under fire by a fighting like this for too long. Like usually you have like 3-4 seconds to get someone down, otherwise it's gonna be very hard to secure a kill. And I think this is really one of the best ways to use this class. Coming close to the fighting not only gets you melted, but you lose like a lot of HP. But if you're running and leaping on the ground, your stamina won't be full, so you won't be getting the damage boost on Stalker, which I think is just the best specialization for it. He has the discipline specialization, which I think in combination with traps and the plasma pistol can be good, as it removes the clicking noise while cloaked, so it's gonna be a little harder for them to tell your position. But still, I don't think it's gonna be able to be so stealthily against players like this. The Predator still makes too much noise just for moving around, just for if you go to a branch to the other, it makes movement. They can still spot you in so many ways. They can, and as soon as you start combat against the fighting, they're gonna be able to spot your location very fast. Like you don't have much time, much opportunities to do many shots before they know where you are and starting shooting at you. Consider how high the fighting damage is. I just need more damage for my plasma weapons, so yeah, I decided to go with Stalker. The plasma pistol does some good damage with quick shots, and I know the plasma caster can do even more damage with a charged shot. However, while you are charging the plasma caster, the laser can be visible, and sometimes depending on your position and angle, you cannot hide the laser from the fighting, so they can start shooting at you before you can fully charge it. The Detail Lens perk can help with that, and I have tried this build with Detail Lens and downrange, which end up costing all my perk points since this class has the weakness of only having 9 perk points, but I don't think it's as good as this one, since my focus now is to use the plasma pistol anyway, and I think I can manage without Detail Lens. I only use the plasma caster when I feel like I'm gonna be able to do from a position where I can hide the laser from the fighting, otherwise I just go with the plasma pistol. And I really want to bring large punch. I want to be able to have 4 medkits, so I don't have to always rely on piggies. More traps are good, more audio decoys also help, and large punch works for all the gear. You're gonna have 2 more of every single gear that you carry. I prefer audio decoys and motion detectors, because sound is a big thing on this game. The decoys can help in certain moments, so the fighting doesn't hear the position where you are. It can confuse them a little bit, just in a few occasions. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but in some occasions it can help. And with thermal vision, I can already scan the fighting with the usual scanning, which is gonna mark their position, similar to the way that motion detectors do, so I think I'm okay with that. Since he has 15 perk points, which doesn't make any difference, it would be nice if I could put motion detectors as well, if you could carry more gear, because having 15 perk points doesn't really matter in this game, because the max amount of gear that you can carry only goes up to 13. But well, and unfortunately, Illfonic didn't thought about adding new gear that would allow you to use all your 15 gear points. As I mentioned in previous videos, this class can use both thermal vision and cloak without draining any energy. Running out of energy is bad, because the cloaking or changing vision modes make noise, which can give away your position. When your energy starts to get low, you're kind of forced to stop the engagement against the fighting, because you're gonna be exposed, as the Predator is gonna automatically decloak when your energy reaches 0. And so they're gonna know where you are, and you're gonna lose any chance of surprise. But with this class, even if I get a very low energy by doing a lot of plasma caster shots, I can just switch the pistol and keep going against the fighting, because my energy is not gonna run out. Actually, it's gonna be the opposite. The energy is gonna be starting recharging very slowly, despite being cloaked and using thermal vision. I know that with the Modify Reserve perk, the recharge speed of the energy will be even higher, but I don't think it's necessary. This class already has, like in practice, the most amount of energy in the game. No other class can use thermal vision and cloak at the same time and still have an energy recharge, and his energy reserves for plasma shots is already like at the top. So he already has like so much energy to spare. I don't feel like the need to use Modifier Reserve, and so I decided to put the Protection perk. Because I only have 2 points left, so I want to be able to put the Medic perk, which would be my third perk to put if I have more points. And many good players on this game use snipers, which can take my mask off in just 2 shots. 2 Soul snipers, and that's no more mask with the Predator, meaning no more thermal vision, which I kind of stay using pretty much the entire match. As you guys know, I use a lot of thermal vision. I pretty much like stay like 90% of the match using thermal vision when I play as Pred. So I really don't want to lose my mask. It also means no more target isolation, having more trouble to find pigs and the fighting. No more plasma caster. You cannot aim your plasma caster at all. So like you pretty much like lose one of your best weapons by losing the mask. So I just feel like protection can help me more in private matches than Modifier Reserve. And since I'm actually trying to focus more kind of like in the plasma pistol, I don't need more energy for more plasma caster. I just need to have my mask on because I just want to stay with thermal vision on while using the plasma pistol. And if you guys take the possibility of the night maps variants, I really need every Predator player. You guys cannot lose your mask in night mode because otherwise you're really screwed. It's very hard to see the fighting night maps. The visibility of the Predators is just much worse. You don't want to lose your mask in night modes. Like protection is one of the most important perks that you can use in night modes. Many players have started using protection because of that. And also detail lens, which I mentioned before, also doesn't work in night maps. So I think this build here could possibly be maybe the best build for night mode as well. The best Predator build for night mode. Because you need more damage, you need more energy to be able to use more thermal vision, because without thermal vision you won't be able to see the fighting in night mode, and you don't want to lose your mask, so protection can come in handy.
There! Huh! I'm down!
What now? What am I looking at? What's with the cooking machine?